Hi guys, Chip Glennon, welcome back to our video blog. Today's topic, we're going to do part 1 of 7 options when your home won't sell. And we'll come back in a couple weeks and give you the last tail end of those 7 options. But today we're going to talk about the first 4. And the first one that comes to my mind when you're thinking about selling a home is, maybe it's just not the right time to sell your home depending on what's going on with your life situation or the market itself. And I think that a lot of times we don't pay enough attention to the market and what's going on with the current competition. So, and we've talked about this in other video blogs if you follow us, it's important to know the market as it relates specifically to your home. So when you talk about, your house and how much competition it has in the existing market, I want to make sure you're fully educated on that and know how it impacts your ability to get a higher price versus an average price, or maybe in some situations we have to price more aggressively because of the amount of the competition versus demand, so supply and demand. So sometimes it makes sense to postpone selling your home, and of course we'll advise you on that if it is going to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. So that's option number 1. Number 2 is, some folks are thinking about selling their home for financial needs, or if you're on an adjustable rate mortgage, or if you need to pull out some home equity to send a child to college, you're thinking about downsizing. So one other option besides selling your home is to consider just refinancing it and taking out a new mortgage. And oftentimes we can pair you up with a really good, reputable, competitive lender that'll help you take a look at that option and just explore that avenue if it's one that'll help get you where you want to go. I have never honestly found a home that wouldn't sell if we were approaching it with the right strategy. So, however, there are homes that won't sell because of people reasons, not necessarily because of the home. So I think taking out a new mortgage in some situations is one to look at. Option number 3 is to rent your home. And this is one that I don't like very much because many times if you haven't been a landlord before, and you haven't owned rental property, you don't really know what it's like to have someone else live in your largest asset. And so what I would just caution you is to, if you're thinking about renting your home, give me a call and we can have a 10 or 15 minute conversation about what that looks like, how it's going to impact the condition of your property. There's great renters out there. Don't get me wrong, there's people that take very, very good care of your home, but there are also people that have a different idea of what it means to take care of a property. So we just want to talk through that and have you prepared for what it'll look like when you get your house back. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great. You just want to make sure that your frame of mind and your reference point is definitely where it needs to be if that is an option that you're considering. So there's some tips that I can give you on about renting, and one of probably the biggest ones is to make sure that you check with your insurance company, and that's how that's going to impact your insurance rates on a non-owner occupied property. Very, very important. Also, you want to check with your mortgage company and make sure that they allow you to make it a rental when you're not the one living in the house. And the reason being is if something goes wrong or something happens, your mortgage is going to be problematic and so will your insurance claim. So we just want to make sure you've thought about those couple things. And then the last one for part 1 of our series is potentially considering a short sale. Not as prevalent today, but during the recession, I had many, many friends, clients that were upside down in their homes because of the loss in property values. So short sales are something that I helped a lot of clients with, and it's a difficult thing to do. But I think the number one thing, if your home won't sell, and potentially it's because of your finances and the amount you owe versus the value, sometimes things change. You get a neighbor that moves in that doesn't take care of their property, or you have, a football field go in and a vacant piece of land that was behind your house and a brand new elementary school is built. Now all of a sudden the street's super busy and your equity isn't what it once was. Those kind of things happen, but a short sale is a option, and the best advice I can give anyone on a short sale is we need to sit down and really discuss everything involved in that decision. And I often think it's important we bring in a good attorney that can help look at your global financial situation, not just your finances as it relates to your home, because when we do a short sale, we want to make sure we're taking care of all of the financial stresses you might have going on if your house is problematic in making that monthly payment. So those are just a few of the things. We want to make sure that when you're making any of these decisions that you've looked at every single option and we're doing the best possible thing for you and your family. In a couple weeks, we're going to be back and we're going to talk about 4 or 5 more things that are going to really help you when it comes to making decisions if your home isn't selling. Thanks everybody for watching and have a great day.